Josh, you had a big interception return. What's going through your mind while you were running those 40 yards on that interception?
Trying to score. I got caught. So pretty much.
Did you think you were going to make it?
I was hoping to, but I got tackled, so it's all right. It's fun.
Guys, could you talk kind of about training camp, the way you guys tackled in training camp, and maybe how did that prepare you for what you guys did on Saturday?
Yeah, I think the main thing in training camp, we really didn't have that many live practices, but every day we had to thud up and make sure that we put a body on a guy and wrapped up. So I think that's really what led to a great tackling performance by us, just running to the ball and making sure we wrapped up.
Because a lot of passes that he was throwing were right on time. I mean, they're right there, but then every time you guys got there, you wrapped up, you hit with the shoulder. I mean, it wasn't fluky or anything like that. So, how did Coach Parker kind of get you guys to be able to do that and do that effectively?
Well, I think it all starts in practice. Ever since fall camp and spring, we made sure that we ran to the ball. Even if it's a long ball, we had to make sure we got to the ball carrier and just make sure we put a body on it. I think we just carried that over into the game, and we just wanted to make sure we put a body on whoever has the ball.
And then this week, you guys have to go get some tall receivers, some athletic receivers. What have you seen on tape of, Lazard, of Butler, of Trevor Ryan, and what kind of challenges do they present you?
I think they're all really aggressive. They're fast. They have their different athleticisms that they bring to the game. I think we have to just play fundamental and use our technique, and I think we'll be fine.
How big is it to get Manny back for this week?
That's good, but I think regardless of whoever's out there, I think the main job is just to execute what's called. So.
Was that a confidence boost, though? You're down a guy, and yet you guys played really well in the opener. Is that a boost to the whole unit?
Yeah, definitely. OJ's also been getting reps with the ones, too, so we've all, had meaningful reps. Yeah. And, this is good for whoever's in there just to come in and just fulfill the load.
You're not from Iowa. The Iowa State thing is a big deal. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure you've had rivalries from where you're from. Who was your biggest rivalry down there in Texas?
Probably Denton Guyer.
Guyer?
Or DHS, Denton High School. So those were probably our big rivalries down there.
Do you draw on any experiences to kind of get you through this week, get you through this game without being too emotional? Do you draw any past experience?
I just try to stay focused. It brings a different mental edge that you have to have going into a big rivalry week like this. You have to just stay focused and just make sure that you're not because emotions can mess you up. So you have to make sure you're mentally in.
Was there anything that coaches or players from Iowa kind of tried to communicate to you when you got here what this thing is for out-of-staters?
Yeah, but you kind of really don't notice until you go up there and you actually play against them and feel the rivalry. So I think my first time up there was a redshirt freshman year, walking down the long sidewalk to get into the locker room. That's kind of where I realized, like, dang, it's really something.
Did you hear stuff?
Yeah, definitely. But I had my headphones on, so I tried to turn it out.
What do you expect Saturday to be like?
Great crowd. Obviously their fans are, rooting against us, rooting for them. So I just expect it to be like a, away game on the road, but just a more mental edge.
Mm-hmm. When you look at Lazard, what makes him unique, special, different?
I think he has great experience. He's been playing for 4 years. Big body guy. He knows the offense really well, and I think he's able to bring it each and every game. So I think that's really aggressive. He's doing good routes and things like that.
What did you take away from maybe the way Dez and Greg covered him in the past? Because they did a pretty good job on him the last few years.
Yeah, I think it's just comes with film preparation. You have to kind of know their schemes and what they want to do and down a distance and where they want to go.
About going up against taller receivers, because I think Butler's 6'6", he's 6'5". How do you defend them when you're a couple inches shorter than them?
Yeah, I think it's same mindset. You still have to, play physical, get in their face, try to get hands on, and really just, I'm gonna try to use my size well. I'm 6'2", so try to make that a little bit of an edge.
So a couple of years ago, in this game. I remember you got matched up on Lazard. That was your redshirt freshman year. Had to be one of the first times you've been in a game.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. What do you remember from that particular moment when you're lined up across from him?
Just try to play the best defense I can. I really didn't have that much experience, so it's just about playing good defense and sticking to my man and not trying to let him catch the ball.
Did you feel like you did a good job in that game?
Yeah, I thought I did okay. It's all right.
Where has your game grown since then, do you think?
Really just mentally. I think mentally is the main thing for me. Just try to compete with myself. I just try to make that my mental edge each and every day.
Does your performance against Wyoming give you a little bit of an extra boost heading into Iowa State?
Yeah, but I think it also comes back to fall camp with the preparation each and every day, coming out with a mindset to get better and just improve.
How was Coach Parker? What did he say to the secondary after this game? After Wyoming, was he happy with the effort?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, he also told us that we still could improve, and that's the main thing. It's just about improving, learning. There's still some mental mistakes and communication errors that we had, and we had to, just try to clean that up. And I think with doing that, that'll make us grow closer and be able to play faster and better.
I think you got attention for the interception, but you made a really big hit, and I think it was the second play of the game. It looked kind of like a Desmond King type hit. Is that something you learned from him, that you knew how to be physical in that spot?
Yeah, I mean, it's just see ball, try to hit ball. So I seen the ball come out, and I just tried to make a good break and just make a good tackle.
You made the move. You were a wide receiver, I think, or an athlete coming in, and then kind of moved back and forth. How did you settle in on corner? What was that like?
Well, I thought just with the defense, just my athleticism, I thought I could be a good fit at corner and just come in and just try to help the team as much as I could. I mean, I liked receiver, but I think corner was the best fit for me.
I think Coach Ferentz says you've grown quite a bit as a player. Like, you make a splash play, and then all of a sudden you were inconsistent before. How did you develop that consistency, not only mentally, but in physical ways?
Just about training your body, the right way, steps, using your technique each and every down. I think with that, physically, it's just reps that you need in practice and games. And I think when you get those reps, it makes it a lot easier for you to become more and more consistent. And that's what I just tried to work on.
Who's the most difficult guy to defend in practice since you've been here? Tavon, maybe?
You said who?
Tavon, maybe?
Well, since my freshman year, I'd say either Tavon, Jake Hilly. Now I'd say Easley's pretty hard to defend, and Amir and Van Wert.
What's Manny Ragamba's mentality been like? He had that suspension, now he comes back. Was he pretty cool? That off
Yeah, I
week
mean,
where...
it's just